is language? According to the dictionary, language is the principal method of human communication consisting of words used in a conventional and structural way conveyed by speech, writing, or gesture. There are a lot of languages out there in the world. Americans use English, Chinese use Mandarin, the Indonesians use Bahasa Indonesia. And as an Indonesian, my mother language is Bahasa Indonesia. Although sometimes a lot of us stray too far from who we are or where we came from, because humans seek for a lot of things in this world: money, fame, power, knowledge, love, and to find them, they go far, far away from home to search for them. And not all of them come back or even look back and remember their own culture, their own language. As Indonesians, we must preserve our mother language because it defines who we are, our nationality, our home, and our identity. Although that doesn't mean we must not learn other languages as well. Now the question still remains: why must we absolutely preserve our own mother language? Well, according to the history books, we all remember that Indonesia was once colonized by the Dutch and the Japanese. At that time, the people were at a loss of what to do because Indonesia is a very diverse country consisting of different ethnicities, different groups, different religions, and even different languages. The founding fathers and the youth knew that even back then. So they decided to make one language that combines, unifies all of the Indonesian people, which is Bahasa Indonesia. Even after the independence, the nations are known for their one language, Bahasa Indonesia. Now, globalization is starting to become more and more prominent in its effects towards people. People tend to get distracted. They love foreign culture, K-pop, Hollywood movies, you name them. But they forget about their own culture, their own country's culture, their mother language. Same goes for us Indonesians. Even I sometimes tend to forget Indonesian vocabulary because when I communicate with my friends, either offline or online, I use English quite a lot. And I forget about the Indonesian language sometimes. Well, if I don't try to review or learn more about my own culture, my own mother language, I will soon forget all about it. Then what is my identity if that happens? That is why we don't want to stumble upon that now, do we? Efforts should also be made to improve the function of the Indonesian language so that its function is not only as a supporter of the Indonesian literature, but also to further promote and encourage the development of Indonesian culture. And if the culture is more developed, that means that it gives us more possibilities to think of how we can share Indonesian language and cultures to all around the world. They want to know more about Indonesia, they learn more about it. Maybe someday they will daily learn about Indonesian language and they will come to Indonesia. And that's a source of income for our country. It's a win-win situation. Now let's talk about learning other languages. Yes, we must preserve our own language, but that doesn't mean we close off all other languages. In fact, it is very important to learn foreign languages. Why? Because when you want to communicate with people all around the world, when you want to build a networking, you need to learn about their culture and their language. And if you want to bond with them, it's very hard if we don't learn about them. If we learn about their language, we will earn their respect. Same goes the other way. If they learn our language, we will respect them as well. Other from that, the skills. Language skills are very important. Why? Because in the working world, someday interviewers will try to search for those who are talented, extra skills, and language is a great development for ourselves. Overall, as Indonesians, we must preserve our mother language because we know how hard the people back then worked to be unified, and that is our unifying tool. We must preserve it. It's our identity. It's who we are. However, we must also enhance our abilities, learn more about other languages as well. But we must not forget about our own. We combine them into one goal: preserve our mother language, but also learn more about other languages as an extra skill for us. There's this quote saying that never forget where you came from and never take your eyes off where you're heading.